Mino Kasi Alan Chairman Sisini and Ray D kind at the bread when form a new political party for the UP. Now UP no, we are learning say it is from the heart and core of the Busia Dankwa Foundation. So more founding principles no and no and it is Alan Chairman Thapi also the a party. Now Mino Kasi there's been questions MPP for be actually things that they will sue Alan Chairman for stealing the core of the party's name. But regardless, so Mino Kasi we are also learning say all these things are air cost. Alan Chemantin before obetis our particular party no, he was extended an olive branch michim ya and that is MPP for Pinaxtv or the umbe join party no, say vice president Kwebe but then he actually resisted this particular cause and that's sorry and also say what a party you could see in some the details in regards to this particular one yeah
of the United Party chairman Abubakar Sadiq Boniface said they aim to restore Ghana's politics to its founding ideals of integrity and nation-first leadership.
But today they claim they are giving us amnesty. What does amnesty mean? What crime has our new leader committed? What crime did I commit in MPP for you to sack me? And today you are telling me you are giving me amnesty. No way, no way. When you divorce in Islam, when you divorce a woman 3 times, she's no longer your wife till thy kingdom come. I consider myself, I consider people like Baba Alaji in the Islamic fraternity have been sacked. We don't belong to anybody. We came and contributed. Ghana first. We believe in Ghana and nothing else. Our members include people, renowned people in this country. Some were members of parliament, cabinet ministers, some from NDC, some from MPP, PNC. Today they have come together to form what we call a united party. If they had forgotten, the UP was inaugurated when? 3rd November 1957. When Kwame Nkrumah was introducing what we call ADA, Avoidance of the Discrimination Act. This was where Otunfo called Ochiame Bafwa and said, look, gentlemen, Kwame Nkrumah is saying that by December, if any party formed based on religion, ethnicity, regionalism, that party will be banned by 31st December 1957. So you see, people are born being smarter than people who think they are in positions. Bafwa Koto was CPP, but by the instructions of Asantehene, he quickly moved around the whole country, pulled all the parties together, and then they came and formed a party called UP, United Party, because it was broad-based.
You had the national chairman of the United Party, the Abubakar Boniface, referring to an amnesty that the NPP has given. But so, what is contained in this amnesty given by the NPP? My colleague Kenneth Jesse joins me in studio with more. Kenneth, let's understand what this amnesty was all about.
Well, Bray, so about 2 months ago, the New Patriotic Party issued a communique which was signed by the party's acting national chairman, Dankwa Smith Bute. That was on the 25th of August 2025, and it said that the party has announced a general amnesty for all members who were suspended or had pending disciplinary cases before the party's adjudicatory bodies. The decision taken at a National Council emergency meeting on the 25th of July 2025 aims to promote unity and reconciliation ahead of the party's political engagements. Under the directive, all suspensions and ongoing disciplinary proceedings have been lifted. However, reinstated members will remain ineligible to contest any internal party elections until a mandatory 2-year period has elapsed. Party executives at all levels have also been cautioned to strictly adhere to established disciplinary procedures in handling future matters. And you will recall some time back that Alan Chemantin famously broke away from the New Patriotic Party when he failed to garner enough votes to lead the party, and he took most of the new members of this now united party with them. So really, they are referring to this particular communique that was issued by the party on the 25th of August.
Thank you very much, Ken. But the General Secretary of the newly formed United Party, Yaboabi Asamoah, says the group remains confident of the chances in future elections, despite its poor showing as a political movement in 2024.
We were very competitive in that election, except that our vote did not reflect the effort and the belief that went into it. If you were witness to some of our campaigns, you noticed how our T-shirts were being rushed after and torn from our grabs. But we believe very strongly that we're not fairly treated in that election. We were cheated, bottom line. We're investigating it and we'll put the full facts out. There are many, many people who voted for us, stood at polling stations waiting to hear the results and came out crying that they voted but they had zero. So many instances of that. So we are confident, and this didn't come out of the blue. The very people you believe did not vote for us are the people who urged us and insisted that we should transform into a political party with full-fledged structures, including the possibility of MPs, which is going to happen, and that with that, they will now be bold and confident and know that we can win. You know, we have to break this myth about smaller parties not being able to win. And it is a myth because it is about the voter. If the voter chooses to vote a particular way, and in the last election, nearly 2 million people chose not to vote at all. It's a vote. Refusing to vote to push your party into opposition is a vote, which means that there is a whole well of apathetic, discontented people who are looking for more from politics than they are getting at the moment. We are in the right place at the right time.
You're still listening to Top Story, brought to you always by Telecel and Shield Pension Trust. Let's now engage some stakeholders of this on Top Story now. Mustafa Salam is NPP youth organizer, and this is the party from which this UP broke away from. So what will they be making of this particular movement? Salam, I'm grateful to you for joining us here. I mean, UP says despite your amnesty that you gave, they are not returning. I'm sure by now you should be, nursing or thinking about why you took the decision in the first place to sanction them.
Good evening to you and your cherished listeners. I don't think that we are panicked at all. As a political party, we understand that it's a mass party. The rationale behind the amnesty we granted was broad-based. One, a number of suspensions were done before and during the election that we thought that, looking at where we were as the party, it is prudent that we clean up our slate and offer an amnesty to all members of the party who have pending issues before the disciplinary committee, or due to one reason or the other, they were issued with suspensions. And a number of people, a number of constituencies had such disciplinary issues. So it was based on that we issued the amnesty. Let's distinguish one or two things. Let's put some things into perspective. When you resign from the party, it is completely a different matter. As a party, we run based on rules, regulations. We have a constitution that guides our operation.
So are you arguing that the amnesty you put out there did not cover people who belong to the then movement for change?
Let me give you this. When you resign from the party voluntarily, you have left. If you wish to rejoin the party, you must apply. Again, in the constitution of the party, when the party sponsors a candidate and you go against the candidate, you automatically forfeit your membership of the party. And to rejoin the party, you must apply.
But there have been circumstances that people have gone against candidate that you sponsored, but have been brought back into the party. We never heard of anything like they have reapplied to rejoin the party.
You certainly go through a certain process to rejoin, and that is so for almost every member of the party. Coming to say that I am rejoining the party itself is a process, and that you are taking through the formal joining of the party, you are issued with membership. So let's not